All right, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, fast-paced rundown of all the bills going on right now that are trying to ban or limit your right to 3D printing through the excuse of scary, non-existent ghost guns, and what you can do about it. All right. So first off, we got to go to Washington. Washington is the one that's making all the noise right now. HB 2320 and HB 2321. Now 2321, that was the bill that said you have to the manufacturers have to change the 3D printer, and it has to talk to a server, and the 3D printer has to be online, and every time you go to print, it has to send a file to the server, and the server has to go, yeah, that's okay, you can print that, or no, that's a gun, you're going to jail. So they said that, hey, we hear that's you guys got back to us, it's not technologically feasible, so we're going to pull this bill and we're not going to move forward with that, except for the fact that, yeah, it's still in committee. They have not pulled the bill. It's still there. It's like they're like, yeah, we quit, and then everyone went away, and they're like, no, we didn't quit, we lied to you. What, the government lied? No. 2320, which is the one that's moving forward, it's actually on floor calendar and about to get voted on at any moment. All right. This one basically, in some ways, it's even much worse, because what it does is it doesn't care about the machines. It just goes and says, if you have the software, you're guilty. That's called a presumption of guilt, which is against the Constitution. You are innocent until proven guilty, except with this law, because it says specifically, if you have the software, if you have the files, the ones and zeros, it is assumed that you are going to print a gun, which is illegal. Thereby, you've printed the gun, as far as we're concerned, just from having the software, straight to jail. But I just had, straight to jail. But what if straight to jail? I kid you not. This is the way the law is written. That's what they spelled it out specifically. They used verbiage. I don't remember the exact word, but it specifically states that it is presumed you are guilty if you do this. And it's up to you to prove that you weren't going to do it, which is, of course, trying to prove a negative, which is anybody who's taken any logic classes will tell you is a fallacy, and you can't do that. So what you can do with these laws is you can come in here, and I'll put links to everything, send a comment to your legislator, get email notifications, and here's the deal. People are like, well, I'm not very good at writing this kind of stuff. You could go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, write a letter about this, telling them that they're a nut job and that I will do everything in my power to make sure they never get elected ever again. And ChatGPT will write it for you. The other thing you can do is just use voice to text. I use voice to text a lot. I'm actually pretty decent at typing, but I respond to a lot of people, and it's just not feasible. It's really easy to set up on the Mac and on the PC. And then you just copy and paste it into your email, the address, who you're sending it to, into the email, subject line, say this up HB 2320, you all are idiots. And then in the subject, just rant. No cussing, no threats, no physical threats, no threats of, I'm going to hack your bank account. But you can threaten to say like, hey, we're going to primary you and you'll never get elected again. You have the right to say that. I would say that. I would tell them, look, I will make it my mission in life to make sure you never get elected to public office ever again. And then we'll come after you in your business and make sure nobody ever does business with you ever again. Or ever hold a job. We will, I will haunt you for the rest of your days. You can say that, all right? And just be careful, walk the fine line, all right? So anyway, that's the two bills is basically, they've said they're going to pull back on the technology one and focus on but they haven't. They haven't really done either. One is moving more forward. Now, New York State is like, hold my beer. We're going to do it all. Kathy Hochul, I can't pronounce her last name. Anyway, she has lost her mind. And they want a I know I'm trying to be fast on this. They want, get this, background checks. They want background checks on 3D printers. They want you to have a photo ID, 15-day waiting period, a criminal background check, just like if you're buying a gun. And you can't be somebody who can't own a gun. So if you are a felon, you can't have a 3D printer. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. You folks, you have to watch my other video. It is not 3D printing ghost guns, not really a thing. And here's the deal. Criminals don't file for background checks. And 3D printers can be bought in parts online, and watch a YouTube video and it'll show you how to put them all together. It ain't hard. I did it 10, 12 years ago. I built my first 3D printer. It was stupid easy. Really, it really is. And now they have kits, so you can just buy kits and parts and everything, and they can't stop you from that. They can't. So what you can do with this bill is you can go over here and do you support this bill? Yay or nay? And you click nay. You can get status alerts, input your email address, and follow all this. Right now, it's in committee assembly. But here's the reality. They have like 5 different bills right now that they're pushing that all affect it from different levels, from the background checks to the waiting period to just the total. And they're trying to add the part with that the printers have to be like, you can't sell a printer that is capable of making a gun. Also, all these laws that deal with the printer, they use very vague terms, which means it's not just 3D printers. It's CNC, it's laser cutters, it's Cricut vinyl cutters. It is any kind of machine that builds. It could be a sewing, those smart sewing machines where you can just put it in there and hit sew and it makes embroidery machines. All of that stuff all fall in the same technical description as the 3D printer terminology that they're using. Plasma cutters, all this, all of it and more. It is madness. And some people say 3D printing did this whole thing where, hey, come on down and I'll, talking to the legislators, and I'll show you and then you'll understand and then we won't have a problem with this. No, dude, they don't care about that. Why? Because this is all being backed by a group called Moms Demand Action, which is an AstroTurf group for every town against gun violence, which itself is an AstroTurf group sponsored by the $100 billion man, Michael Bloomberg. He just decided, guess what? I'm going to do this, and he just funds it, and then he gets all his rich buddies to fund it, and it's not a grassroots organization. It's not a bunch of little people coming together for safety. It is billionaires for control of you. Congrats. All right. And why do they want to stop 3D printers? Because of scary ghost guns that don't exist? Or is it because they have businesses that they don't want you to be able to repair your own products? Figure it out. California is like, we're going to bypass all of this and we'll just sue you guys. I kid you not. California is now suing websites that publish blueprints for 3D printer ghost guns or anything that they think might be used to print a 3D printed ghost gun. So you're like, it's their state. They can do what they want, except the sites they're suing are not in California. But wait, what about the interstate commerce section of the Constitution that says states can't do this? This is federally regulated. Ha! They don't care. Do you think Gavin Newsom cares? He didn't seem to care when he cheated on his best friend with his wife. He didn't care about that. You think he cares about your rights? I don't like the guy. I think he's a sleazeball. All right, and that's not I'm not a Republican either. I don't trust, especially the old school Republicans. I don't trust anybody in government. I think we should have less government because I don't trust. Do you trust the DMV? Now, my DMV in Montana is actually pretty good, but I'm in Vegas right now. I lived here for 4 years. I came here from California. That's a red state as opposed to a blue state. I thought, the DMV here will be better. No, the DMV in Vegas is terrible. It's dystopian. Don't ever go there. It's the laws they have around cars and stuff here is insane. I do not like the government. I do not like it, Sam. I will not on a boat. I will not with a goat. Don't trust any of them. So we're talking about Moms Demand Action, Michael Bloomberg, yada yada. So you can on the state levels, you can go and do that. The other thing you can do is you can reach out to your congressperson. Hit this little page here, and I'll put a link to this. You can find your representative. They enter your zip code, and it'll tell you who represents you, and you can email them. Put their contact information in an email, and because a lot of people are like, well, I don't know what to say. Use voice to text, and then just rant. No cursing, no physical threats or anything like that. Nothing over the line, but say like, hey, we're going to primary your butt, and you'll never be in politics again. And then I'll find out where you get a job, and I'll contact them and get you fired from there too. That's legal. It's kind of mean, but they kind of deserved it at this point if they're trying to push this kind of stuff. Because the reality is they don't write the laws. They just sign off on laws that were written to them by lobbyists like Everytown, paid for by billionaires. I'm not a tinfoil hat person. I've actually seen it first person. I've seen them do this. I fought against Everytown Mobs Demand Action when I was a firearms instructor in California. All right, they were trying to pass They tried to pass a law saying you can't have a gun store within X amount of miles of a school. But in the phrasing of school, they included daycares and registered homeschools, which basically meant you couldn't have a gun store anywhere. Because there's always a homeschool. Shut up, phone. There's always a homeschool or a daycare somewhere. And they knew this because they have professionals. Oh my gosh, it gets louder and louder. They have professionals whose job it is to know this stuff and write this. So they put it in there on purpose. All right, here's the deal. Information is not against the law. Doing something, it could be against the law. But just having knowledge isn't against the law. Case in point, you can go and buy this book, The Home Distiller's Workbook, Your Guide to Making Moonshine, Whiskey, Vodka, Rum, and so much more. You can buy it in paperback. You can buy it in digital format. There's even an audio book. And that book will teach you how to make alcohol, how to distill alcohol. You can make beer, that's legal, but you can't distill stuff. It's illegal in the United States without a license or permit or whatever. And there, you can buy that book. And that book won't, it's not legal. It's not legal to have the book. It's not legal to have the information. It's not illegal to know about it. But they want to make 3D printing illegal. So why can one thing be legal and the other one can't? I don't know. But what I can tell you is you should buy the book. In fact, if you want the digital version, you can go to my website and download the digital version. You can get yourself a hat. You can get a nice little camping mug, all sorts of cool stuff. I actually happen to be the author of said book. And I do believe information is not a crime. So we got to nip this in the bud. How do we stop this kind of stuff? Just by beating them over the head with information and be like, if you do this, we will make sure you do not get elected ever again. And we will never forget, and we will hold a grudge. That's what you need to tell them. It's the only thing that will get through to them. All right? Only the fear of losing the power and money that they're making will make them not do this. That's the only thing you can do. Good luck. Go forth. And if you like what we're doing and you support this cause, make sure you chomp the old like button, smash subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.